midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven.
You want to go right to the medley?
So sit
Yes.
back and relax and watch Maven.
Broadcasting live from the Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers Studios.
4 seconds.
Time for Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money.
Hill on to it, Duke Watson.
Back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9. It's always the number. 93.9 is always the station. Outside of a few dusty clouds, a perfect day in the Ville. Steve Rummage in the building. Nikki V in the booth.
It is currently a perfect 66, 67 degrees outside. It's a perfect 69 degrees inside of the formerly known Players Club here. Used to be, but then Mark stopped coming to the club, so I shut the club.
You changed the name. Shut the club
It's
down.
the player club.
Now it's just my club. Yeah, so, but here.
Club Bromage.
Yeah, but here we are, and here we set 1-0.
That's important. No,
1-0.
no steps will be skipped.
No. And we are, listen, there is plenty to get to about the game. It was a great day. We'll macro that thing to death today. We'll macro the weekend as that was. And there's some stories about being at the game as well as what was happening. So there's a ton to get to today. But I sat here on Monday, September 1st, really excited about my Louisville Cardinals.
Nikki V in the booth.
They want the boot. That was fun.
I know. That was fun.
Yeah. I always like seeing how long.
Yeah.
You think I didn't know you were gonna stall me out? That's why I took a deep breath before I went. Nikki V in the boo.
My biggest question for Nick is, was there anything you ate this weekend is there anything you've eaten this weekend that would needs to be
Grammar.
my grammar?
93.9. Grammar is always of the most important. No matter the content or the context, grammar
on me.
should always be put in front.
Retired people be wild now, don't they? Man?
Retired
Like,
people be wilding out.
Retired people just don't give a F. Like, they're just like, look, I'm doing my thing, man. And I'm still like, hey, like, you're not like fully retired, right? Like,
Still in representation.
you better warn him, man. Like, hey, man, like, you still.
It's not time to go full Pops Maven just yet.
He's still calling the Louisville games and stuff, man. Like, my guy's just enjoying it, man. Yeah, shout out to Bobby V.
That's my dad. Yep.
So there's that. No. How's your weekend, man?
It was good, man. No, it was good. I got down to the tailgate a little bit. Got to say hi to everyone.
Yeah.
I was down there for like an hour or so. Then I went to.
I left kind of early. I was after the show. I got on into the stadium.
Yeah. I didn't see you, unfortunately, because I got there about like 12:45, I guess.
Yeah.
Like 1:15 maybe, and then I left. Had to go to the restaurant. Worked at the restaurant. I was kind of following the game on my phone, and then.
Well, I had to stop by the media will call to get my paper pass.
Your paper pass. How do you like your paper pass?
I felt like an outcast the entire game. Rashawn and Haven and all these guys are just clowning me because they've all got these cool passes with their picture on them, and I had to get my little EKU paper pass. On the number one show from 10 to noon on 93.9 The Ville. And I had a one-game paper pass with one number on it. Said you can go in the press area. That's it.
No field access for your boy?
Said what the?
How you gonna do your boy like that?
After everything I do for y'all?
After everything I've
Do you
done.
know how many bullet wounds? I'm like 50 Cent and Tupac put together. Do you know how many bullet wounds I have in me that I've stood in front of you guys and taken? And I got to listen to all these guys. Like, I mean, I tried to sit down and eat, and Rashawn was like, "You got to sit at that table."
Yeah, you don't even have to.
Oh,
Yeah.
You don't even have the food pass on there.
Single game pass, guys, sit over there. I was like, "Am I allowed to eat? Like, can I eat?"
You get one cookie.
Thank God Steve
the hell am I
Rummage
supposed to do with this thing?
has a sense of humor because in an alternate universe there would be some.
Turn heel.
It would be time to turn heel. It's like,
what?
you know what? Let me talk about what I know.
I was even on the email for the season pass people. And I went in there. Me and Blankenbaker go up there together. And Blankenbaker's like, "Hey, can I get my media pass for the year?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, you know our guys down there, man.
Yep.
I love the media pass guys, man. That's my dudes." And he was like, "Oh yeah, here you go, Mark." And it was a nice, cool, laminated, real cool looking Mark's picture on it and stuff. And then he's like, "Man, Steve, I don't." And it's getting real awkward now. And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't. I mean, shit. I don't even want one." He's like, "Oh, wait a minute." And the media guy even looks at me and goes, "Man, your name's over here in the other stack." And I was like, "What?"
Listen,
And so he
once
pulls
you start feeling unwelcome, it's like, oh, is there a problem? Like, what's going on?
I felt unwelcome.
You know what? That's a perfect.
I felt unwelcome this week in my
Listen.
own home.
Listen,
You would have left. You would not have went in.
guaranteed.
No, I know you would, because I almost went home. I was
Guaranteed.
almost like, this is awkward, dude. Like, and he pulls this little pass out And he's like, I guess you just put it around your wrist.
No, listen, Steve. As soon as I listen in email correspondence, if anything, if I get pushed back, I'm just like, okay, I must not be welcome.
I'm like, am I back to paying to be on the radio on like for an hour on Saturdays?
What's it called? What's it called? Not paid programming. Is that yeah? Paid program.
It was heartbreaking.
Yeah, it was.
I'm bringing it to the air because I'm like, it was hard. It was heartbreaking for me. I was like, I want to go home.
In all seriousness,
I literally called my wife and was like, get 2 more season tickets. Like, I'm done. I'm done. I want to tailgate. I want to go into the games. I just want to be a fan again.
I'm sitting behind people who have just ran coaches out before they got hired.
I know, and I'm just sitting here. And I'm like, I'm looking at all these nice, beautiful little passes that all these people got with all these cool numbers on it. And I'm like, I don't even know what the numbers mean. 2, 5, 6, but I got a 2. And that's it.
Steve deserves, listen, here's the thing. Once I felt,
I don't even know what 2 does.
Listen, Steve,
apparently it gets you in the door.
Once I felt insulted, my like fight dropped out, but you still got that fight left in you.
I still got that dog in me, and I don't know why, man. Like,
you should have tried to get on the field. Be like, I wish you would.
No, I didn't want to. I was hurt. I was like,
yeah, but you know everyone down there. I'm sure security would have let you
go. You mean to tell me I'm gonna have to call y'all every week? I gotta call you every basketball game. Hey, can I come to the game?
Yeah, and Steve,
think about that, Marcus. I've literally got a call now every week. Can I come to the game?
Listen, Steve, you can always really take it another step and like, yeah, I was physically unable to attend games last year. Let me start. Yeah, I had medical issues. And I was unable to attend games. I'm sorry I missed a couple games.
Wait, now you're doing that thing. You're doing that thing. I don't like that. I'm snarky this morning. Look, you're attaching your issue to my issue. I don't know your issue. Look, don't be bringing in your little private issue.
My little issues.
Don't be bringing your little private issue. Like, oh man, I couldn't even get up to the dude. This ain't about you, okay?
Diener text justice for Steve.
I was there every single game, and I'm like, this happened. I gotta cut now. A 93.9 from 10 to noon. Like I said, you notice there's a big time radio guy out there that didn't tweet about being number 1 in the city all of a sudden, right? All of a sudden that tweet didn't come out this time. But guess what? There's a reason for that, okay?
And it's me.
And I've got a call.
Say it, Steve.
Yeah, I'm the reason. I'm the reason. And I've got a call every week. May I come to the game? May I join you guys?
It should be
for the game.
Stamped. Should be stamped.
I'm buying 2 more seasons. I'm hurt now. I'm just buying 2 more seasons.
Oh.
Miller Moss was awesome.
I'm glad your plate's clean. Where do you want to start?
Miller Moss.
8150 93.9 is the number. 38.
He better be good.
38 31 93.9 is the text line. You did tell him that.
Told him right to his face. Drew Diener can attest. I looked him right in the face and I said, you need to be good. He was like, we're going to be. What are you saying we for? I know everybody around you.
Talk about what Miller Moss.
You got to be good. You got to be good. And I'll tell you what, he went out there on Saturday and that dude can sling.
I don't want to speed race through any part of this. Okay?
No. And I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to jump right into, breaking
it's
the game
fine.
down.
It's fine because there's going to be.
We do have Coach Brohm at 11.
Okay.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but we do have Coach Brohm at 11. I just wanted to, on our timeline for talking about the game, I wanted to make sure we knew that.
Miller Moss.
I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk on my own radio show anymore. I don't even know if I'm a radio host. I'm just going to start selling insurance.
Correcting people's grammar on Twitter.
Not that we mind. We love our insurance salesmen.
Having good sex. And good sex and bad grammar. That's going to be me. Yeah, no, we love our insurance salesman.
That's a comparable profession.
That's it.
Miller Moss.
Yeah.
Where do you start?
Man, he's. Oh, well, you know what? I don't want to. I'm gonna take your point, but I'm gonna set it up and let you knock it down. It was watching him, and then going home and watching Garrett Nussmeier and watching Kate Klubnik, and going, I like my guy. Because I don't care if it's EKU or not. The ball comes off his hand the same way.
I'm so glad you started right there because I know everybody has to do the disclaimer, right? But where did we get Colin Lacey from?
South Alabama.
South Alabama, right? We've had players from any level. 7-on-7 is still 7-on-7. The reason they play 7-on-7 everywhere is because it's still athlete against athlete and a throw and a football from a quarterback. You get recruited off 7-on-7.
Yep.
Cornerbacks, wide receivers, and quarterbacks.
All those camps, Marcus, they don't have pads on. Linemen, look, all those rivals camps, all that stuff. It's what can you do with the football in your hand?
Timing, separation, delivery is what 7-on-7 is. Timing, separation, delivery. Can my cornerback close the distance? Can my wide receiver create the distance? And can my quarterback have the ball there before, the anticipation, the timing, all that good stuff?
Yeah.
I don't need to listen. If you have to go EKU, they suck, then you got the problem. And you need to watch more film. And you need to understand what's going on in this sport and what the sport looks like.
Sure.
When you separate 7-on-7s.
Mm-hmm.
When you
did you like our secondary? I'm not moving to that, but just to keep your point, did you like our secondary? I did.
I thought our secondary
there was
played
two
well.
of them.
Two of them from where?
There was two of them come from Power 5. The rest were playing FCS ball last year. I'll take my secondary. Thought they were good. Again, we'll get to them. I just the point of where they came from. Did you enjoy Clev Lubin? I enjoyed him.
Where was Clev Lubin at last year?
Coastal Carolina.
Clev Lubin was at Coastal Carolina last year.
Yeah.
The point. The point to this segment,
is,
people, is you do not have to apologize for seeing athletes and a quarterback deliver to his athletes with a really hot arm.
Yeah.
A really hot arm. I hadn't seen much of Arch Manning, right?
Yeah.
I'd seen him when he was a recruit, kind of. When I saw his first couple of passes against Ohio State, I said, okay, that's a hot arm.
Right.
That's a hot arm.
Yeah. Ohio State's good.
Ohio State's good, but you can see a hot arm.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, my quarterback has a hot, tight arm. I'll bring him to my fight.
Absolutely.
I'll bring him to my fight.
And you know what else he has? More times than not, he puts it right. If his ability to deliver that football down the field was in question, it should not be anymore. It should not be anymore.
He's going to throw high.
Yes, he's going to.
He's a high thrower. He's a high thrower.
And it happened. and it cost us an interception.
Listen,
on one.
get over it. He's a high thrower.
Yep.
Listen.
I talked to a friend who is in that room over there quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Steve, a few times this year, you're going to want to strangle him on a single play. And you're going to go, what are you doing? But he said, I promise you, more times than not, he's going to deliver what needs to be delivered. And that's what you saw. Because, listen, I'm giving him credit. People are like, well, he had 2 interceptions. Oh, no, for me, he had 1 interception and an amazing completion.
That was an amazing long-distance ball.
That the receiver fumbled into the hands of the and I'm not knocking. Look, he at the end of the day, he was trying to make a play. Antonio Meeks was trying to make a play, keep the ball. It was a good play by Vito Tisdale.
Yeah. Run to the ball.
Pretty good player. Yeah.
Run
pretty
to the
good
ball.
player. Yeah, and he did a good job and was there. But I mean, the pass he delivered to Duke Watson, who, by the way, Duke, well done, because I was sitting there going, who is that? And I'm looking at the number like, which receiver was that? And I'm like, it's Duke Watson. What a play. Are you kidding me? I mean, that was incredible. And I mean, but the pass, after you got over the fact that it was Duke Watson that made the play, and you're like, oh my God. It was like, God, that couldn't have been put anywhere else. Underneath, simple plays. Marcus, this is why I need you beside me in some of these games, okay? Because I had nobody I'm literally just telling nobody, right? I'm just sitting there because I'm sitting over by myself too. It was just me. I was like, hey,
lunch table by yourself.
Am I allowed to be here? I know. So I'm just sitting over here at the desk with my name tag, and next to a guy who didn't show up, who had a tag and whatever.
Did I have a tag?
No. You didn't have a tag, but the person who did wasn't even there. So
Wait a minute.
like, well,
Somebody who had a tag didn't show up?
Yeah, but hey, I'm not tattling, right? I'm not a tattletale. There were quite a few open seats, so I'm just throwing it out there. But it's not on me to tattle.
Let's make sure we
go through and
Steve and Mark's spot.
I didn't go through and write all the names.
You should have. Why not?
Hypothetically, I didn't go through and write all the names.
Okay, fair enough.
Down. Okay, so I'm not trying to tattle. No, I didn't really. I'm just kidding. But I should have. No, but you're. I mean, the thing with him was it was just so impressive because he was making plays, one step back, fire it to the sideline, quick out, and I said to nobody around me, that he made that look easier than it is. I mean, like that's a play you're like, oh yeah, good.
21-yard completion down the middle to Meeks.
Good completion. Yeah, I don't even care. Just good completion. Oh yeah, on third down after he had just converted the third down. There's a penalty. He goes back and goes right back to Meeks again and gets the first down again. He makes all the right decisions. His worst decision of the day wasn't a bad decision. It was a high throw. They got tipped up and went back for a pick six. Like, that was the one that you're like, Miller. But you said it. He's going to throw high.
He's gonna throw high.
That's gonna happen. He's not the perfect quarterback. I'm not on here trying to tell you he's the perfect specimen, but I'm here to tell you he can throw the ball as good or better, probably a lot better than Cade Klubnik. I'm telling you, you watched a lot of top 10 games this weekend that your quarterback can throw the football better than them.
Listen, wide open Notre Dame receiver. You saw Notre Dame's quarterback, I can't think of his name, CJ Carr.
CJ Carr.
Yeah, you saw some ducks at a Carr. You saw some ducks at a Beck. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not taking anything from Miami and Notre Dame. But Got a hot
No,
football.
because we'll get into the weekend.
Right.
There's some things. Yeah, I want to get.
You just got to admit that he got a hot football, man, and he put every like Duke Watson was covered,
Yes.
but he put that ball exactly where it needed to go.
And if you know what, and if that defender had turned and made a play, and that had been an interception, that was still the right call.
Get him
and the
one-on-one.
right throw.
Get him
Yeah,
one-on-one. Yeah, look,
you would have said, "Dang, he made a hell of a play."
get Watson out the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Drag one of those linebackers out on him. Go burn him.
But you want to know how I know he would do fine? Miller Moss last year played Garrett Nussmeier and LSU in game 1 and threw for 3. He was 27 of 36 and went for 378 yards against LSU last season to open the season.
You don't get okay.
Does Clemson win that game if Miller Moss is playing quarterback?
Oh, I'd like to think so.
I'd like to see it. Maybe they don't, but I'd like to see it.
And like it takes you it doesn't take long for you to say that's a USC quarterback. That's a highly touted position.
Mm-hmm.
The history of the USC quarterback, when we talk about blue blood stuff, like small rooms, small fraternities inside of fraternities, a USC quarterback, that's nothing. That is it's like one of those you can't. USC quarterbacks get drafted and never earn a starting job or get picked up by professional teams just out of the reverence for a USC. You know that quarterback room is always going to be nasty.
Right.
That's a great way. That's a great way to start an opening season. Looking at a couple hot footballs from Miller Moss.
Yes. No, fantastic, man. Like I was just look. I walked away from that going, okay, I've got a quarterback.
Catch the ball, Meeks.
Catch the ball.
Catch the ball.
Catch the ball, Colin.
Jump higher. Catch the ball.
Colin let too. Look, ain't nobody without criticism here. Colin had too, just right through his hands. Catch the ball.
And everybody said the same thing. That's not going to work against.
Yeah. No, everybody said the same thing with Colin. When he drops one, we're like, well, you get over it. Yeah, you live and you learn.
Okay, this Colin thing. This is the last thing. Okay, you want to move to Colin Lacey now?
Sure. Yeah, we can.
Colin Lacey. Let me just get that criticism, that drop is not even criticism. It's just me. I'm teasing him, right? I got to get this other tease out the way.
Okay.
Is his head like too big for his body or something?
Who, Colin?
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's something, Steve, and it's driving me crazy. He looks like a
big helmet.
Yeah, he looks like he got a really big helmet. He reminds me of a youth football player where they just look like all helmet. But
Like, who gave that kid that helmet?
who gave that kid? I mean, I know some of our youth leagues or football field teams are underfunded.
I know.
That poor kid. It looks
knocked his helmet off.
It looks like it's wobbling.
Yeah, no. That is a legit criticism.
He has the strongest base when he's running. His balance and his base that allows him to run through a tackle. He has extraordinary balance. I remember Jalen. I was like, well, what's Josh Dobbs good at? He's like, he got the best balance I ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And because I enjoy watching Colin Lacey trying to figure out what is it about him that makes him so effective without looking. Like we got this other guy on our team. When he runs, you know why he's good.
I mean, 204 all-purpose yards.
Colin?
Yeah. Yeah, 204 all-purpose.
When I watch his punt return, I just like, he just has an ability to stay on his feet.
On his feet, man, because he got knocked.
When he caught the
He
pass,
got
he
knocked
got
a
hit
little bit, yeah.
really hard.
We have a couple on the line. Do you want to go ahead and do that? Yeah, so we can kind of try to stay on schedule here. We'll start off with Lawrence. Lawrence, welcome in on a 1-0 Monday, man.
What's up, Steve? Hey, Marcus. It was actually great to be out there on Saturday to see everything live. Like I appreciate everybody who showed me love out there, and I appreciate everything I saw on the field. And I also said this to myself while sitting there: if Isaac Brown would have stayed in that whole game, he probably would have broke the rushing record in game one.
Yeah,
it's like 6 carries for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
Like, to me, it showed me. I don't care what anybody says. He's the best running back in the country.
It looks that way. Yeah.
The way he broke loose after getting after a little cracks in the defense. I know the defense touched it, but he got through and he was gone every time he got through a little cracks. And Miller Moss, I don't blame him for those 2 interceptions. It happens. Like the second interception, I thought Meese was down, but it happened. He was not. I think Miller Moss is probably one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the ACC right now. What I seen yesterday during the weekend against Virginia Tech and Miami, I think Louisville can actually beat those teams this year, and I think this team is going to be able to win the ACC this year. I know after one game, it's crazy to say it, but Jeff Brohm was holding back at least 75 to 60% on Saturday. When he wanted to really turn it loose, he's going to turn it loose this season, and I can't wait to see what this number 1 offense do against a number one defense in the ACC this year. Other than that, good game Saturday, Friday night. Hopefully I get to be there to see that one. If not, I'm be home watching wrestling and football at the same time. Go Cards.
Love it.
Appreciate the call. Well, listen, if Nick Saban can say it, Lawrence can say it.
Yeah.
We got anybody else on the line?
Yeah. Cody, welcome in, man. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy Monday.
Yep, same.
I meant to text you back. My bad, Cody.
Oh, no, you're good, dude. You're good. I understand. Totally. Now, first of all, I want to give a shout-out to my baby sister, Jada. She is moving into her first apartment today.
Okay.
So I'm
Congratulations,
super
Jada.
proud. I'm so proud of her, man. She's, like, the best sister ever. Like, it's awesome. So I'm about to have to go full He-Man here in the next 2 hours and, like,
of course.
try to act like I know what I'm doing. So it's
Good
going to
for
be
her.
fun, man. But, yeah, super proud of her, man. She's the best.
Awesome, dude.
Appreciate you guys. So Saturday was just awesome. I mean, we looked so much more prepared than other teams that I watched. And I watched a lot of football. I probably watched more football this weekend than I have, out of any other opening weekend. It was so good. But just to see us come out there and just absolutely devastate EKU, it just in 10 minutes in real time, it was no question. You could just kick back and chill for the rest of the day. I had to leave and drop some family off at work. I was gone for like 10 minutes, and it felt like as soon as I got in the car, we scored like twice. I was like, gosh, man, like, okay, calm down. I'll be home soon. But it was just great, and it felt good to see us come out there and look prepared like that, especially after watching Georgia Tech. Oh, my God, that was the most goober first quarter I've ever seen. Just like high snaps and fumbling. I was like, as long as we don't look like that, it's cake from here. So that was fantastic. I enjoyed the hell out of everything. So, I think we're going to win a lot of games. I didn't see a lot of teams over the weekend that scared me. So, and also the penalties that some people were worried about. I saw some of those on TV, and half of them didn't look like they were penalties. Like they called a holding, and the guy just brushed off of him. Who got the unsportsmanlike?
The Chris Bell,
penalty?
that pissed me off.
Yeah,
that pissed me off. Yeah, Chris Bell.
Yeah. So if that's all we made some mistakes, but I thought we played a really good game of football. We knew what we were doing. The defense looked sharp. They didn't give EKU an inch. So overall, I'm proud. I'm going to be at the game on Friday. So I'm ready to go, man. This is fun.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate the call. Do you got somebody on the line, or we want to take a quick break?
No, we're good. We can go ahead and keep Nick somewhat on schedule, and we'll go ahead and take a quick break. We'll come back for a fairly quick segment and kind of lead up to Coach Jeff Brohm.
93.9 The Ville.
All right, time to discuss the book, ladies.
Honestly, Sarah, I didn't read it, but I did switch to T-Mobile with their new Family Freedom offer.
That's not really the point of the club.
Well, I'm closing the book on AT&T, and I am starting a new chapter with T-Mobile. They paid off my family's 4 phones up to $3,200 and gave us 4 new phones on the house.
Oh, plot twist.
Introducing Family Freedom, our lowest cost to switch, our biggest family savings, all on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/familyfreedom to start saving today. Up to $800 per line via virtual prepaid card. Typically takes 15 days. Free phones via 24 monthly bill credits with finance agreement. Example, Apple iPhone 16, 128 gigs, $829.99. Eligible trade-in. Example, iPhone 11 Pro. For well-qualified, credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us.
Summer's here, but if your laptop's busted or your kid's iPad took a dive, break time just became repair time. At Tech Restore, we fix the cracks, crashes, and chaos. Whether it's Apple, PC, or Chromebook, no appointments necessary and no mall chaos. Only certified techs, fast turnaround, and repair options that make sense. Shop small, shop local, shop Tech Restore. Visit us at Hikes Point or online at techrestore.com and see all that we offer. Tech Restore, saving your one device at a time.
When outfitting your shop or garage with industrial storage, don't just keep up with the Joneses, straight up flatten them with Stronghold's American-made all-steel cabinets, workstations, and carts. They're obsessively overbuilt right here in Louisville to ensure that whatever you're storing and protecting stays that way. From tools and rigging to lateral rocket engines, take that, Joneses. Don't just hold, Stronghold. Shop right now at strong-hold.com.
Hi, this is Wendy Canavan, Vice President of Genesis Diamonds. A real point of difference at Genesis is in how our diamonds are purchased. Our owner is a former diamond dealer who goes direct to the world's largest cutting centers, India and Israel. He personally hand selects every single diamond that's in our showcase. We have customers every day who come in saying, I just looked at this same grade of diamond somewhere else and yours is way better looking. Why is that? Not all diamonds of the same grade look the same. Some are way better than others. Our goal is to bring the best of the best to you, our customer, at Genesis. There are some diamonds that just don't belong in a Genesis box. The diamond that you take home will be way nicer than a stone that you have bought somewhere else. Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com. Hey, Cards fans! Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Our city's professional soccer seasons are underway, and ESPN Louisville listeners can take advantage of a special ticket offer today. Visit LouScity.com/ESPN for discounted tickets to Louisville City and Racing Louisville home games. Whether you're a diehard fan or just looking for the right place to enjoy a cold drink, it's tough to beat a night at beautiful Lynn Family Stadium. That's LouScity.com/ESPN for discounted Lou City and Racing Louisville tickets today. And remember, if it's Lou City, it plays on ESPN Louisville.
She used to guard the goal on the soccer field. Now she's protecting smiles in the dental chair. Dr. Reagan Ackerman, a former Division I goalie, brings that same focus and determination to Freedom Mini Dental Implants. Using innovative dental implants, she's helping patients win back their confidence with less pain, less cost, and less healing time. From single tooth replacements to implant-supported dentures, Dr. Ackerman makes every smile a victory. Schedule your free consultation at freedomimplants.com. Freedom Mini Dental Implants. Get the freedom to smile.
Week 1 starts now, and every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook. New customers, this one's for you. Bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THEVILLE. That's code THEVILLE to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 plus, Kentucky only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back, thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Always will be one of the most valuable resources one could have. If you agree with this sentiment, then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use at 939 Studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com.
Let me give a massive shout out today really quick. I got a couple of things we'll shout out business-wise in the second hour. The press conference kind of threw us off a little bit today, but today is Xavier's birthday.
Shout out Xavier.
Yeah, he will be, he is 7 years old today. Shout out Paula. She put it on the text line earlier. I didn't get a chance to. But yeah, we had a party for him yesterday, and it was great, you know. And then today is his birthday, so he woke up this morning and he was
he turned up?
Yeah, because he woke up and he was like, I think my voice sounds different. yeah. He was like, I think my voice sounds a little different. I was like, yeah, you think? He's like, yeah, man. You know, he's like, I just feel stronger. Like, all right, man. Look, 7.
Feeling good.
Look, 7's a big. So I got him we got him a MetaQuest 3 for his birthday. He loves the MetaQuest. He loves that. And so yeah, it was a nice little birthday. So happy 7th birthday.
Happy birthday,
Xavier.
Xavier.
Yeah, my guy. Other than that, I mean, listen, we're a couple texts on the text line.
I'm listening. What direction is the text line going?
First off, I want to say this. Somebody says, glad you guys are on the radio today with it being a holiday and all. We appreciate for us, it's. I mean, what else am I going to do? You know, but it is still something. You know, and we appreciate that
Acknowledgement.
Yeah, acknowledgement that we're doing that. Miller Moss was sharp, accurate, and in command, regardless of competition. Felt he would be the best thrower of the ball we've had since Chris Redmond, and I still feel that way. How about that?
Like I said, a quarterback that can get the ball from his hand to a receiver hand, and I'm not feeling like if somebody didn't predict and jump his route, I feel like the football can get to the guy in a sharp enough way and a catchable enough way that we're good.
Yeah.
Again,
I think
decisions come later, whatever. You know, decision making, play making, all that good stuff is gonna come out. You know, look, there'll be defensive lines with more pressure, but I have the foundation. And again, when Nick Saban says, "Hey man, you take Miller Moss and what Coach Brohm can do with him," and they make a little joke about how he tried to hire Brohm, you know, before he just you know, it's like,
it was a good start to the day, wasn't it? I mean, kind of getting that Nick Saban acknowledgement early, you know, and hearing the, you know, and for people that don't know, we're talking about Nick Saban just saying, you know, flat out like, hey, Jeff Brohm, Miller Moss is a nasty connection, and this team can win the ACC. Like that's a big deal. It was that was cool. That was cool. And then that's how we kind of started game day. You know, I mean, like, you started to get stuff like that coming out, and it was, and then you delivered on that, which was nice. You know, you get there and you see all that, and you're watching the game. I mean, and there's so much more. Like, we're not going to get to it all today. There's no way. Like we're not going to get to running backs and defensive and linebackers, and we will today and tomorrow. You know, we will, because Coach Brohm's going to talk at 11 today, and we'll probably have some things to react from that. Plus, I want to talk about the weekend that was and just the whole ACC and different things like that, and looking forward.
Colin Lacey workload.
I think I don't, you know, Chris Bell wasn't really, I mean, he played, I mean, it wasn't his fault, but there wasn't a ton. He'll do more, right? Trayshawn Hurry had a catch. Like, I think Dakari Collins had a catch.
Dakari Collins had one.
I mean, a lot of those guys will be more involved. Jaleel Skinner had a catch.
Had a catch.
I mean, those guys will be more involved. But here's the thing. As good as we are on the ground, that's something receivers, I think it's going to be a different, you know, I think Colin Lacey's going to lead in production, to answer your question. But I think it's going to be every day a different dude when you show up, because I think as much as we've talked about Miller Moss, as much as we've talked about Colin Lacey, our bread and butter is number 1 and number 26 and number 22. Like, I mean, when you watch them run, that's where the sausage is made, right there. You know, it's like, oh, now that he might be the best in America. Like, you know, it's like, oh, that was different. I sat next, you know, to our two friends. I don't want to say their names, but they're Louisville Metro police officers that usually sit with us or come by and talk to us and stuff. And the jump, like, I mean, just to hear him, even when they know football, and when he made that cut, he was like, oh, God, see that jump cut. Like, I mean, it was on that run, because it was like, dude, nobody in the country's doing that. Like there's 2 or 3 running backs doing that.
Steve, when you go listen to the commentator from the television, when you listen to the second run, the other commentator, he just does this, Steve. He goes, So one guy's talking, you know, the color guy is talking, and the other guy just goes, whew.
Yeah.
That's what you get out of that.
That says it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that says it all.
When they commentate.
That's one of the best running backs in the country. That when I breathe like that, that means that guy just did something you don't see every day.
Or you see it for yourself. You hear about it.
Okay, I like that. Actually, I like that better. When you see it in person. And it's Steve Rummage watching Lamar for 2 years. And then on that third year, standing there in the spring game, watching him run right in front of you and going, when I get on the radio tomorrow, I'm going to tell everybody, I don't care what happens in this season. You enjoy this guy. Because sweet Jesus. Never seen nothing like that in my life. Can we take Betty Johnson Chad really quick?
Absolutely.
And then we're going to have to, just because I want to get him in, because we do have Coach Brohm coming up. But Betty Johnson Chad, what's going on, my man?
Nothing much, guys. It was a great U of L weekend. Clemson poked on their own hype, and we almost came close to Miami choking, but I'm sure they're going to collapse somewhere down the season. Anyway, let's talk about the best football player that I saw this weekend. That was Isaac Brown. Completely explosive, and I know we had some questions about the defense, and it was EKU, and it's not about the competition, it's about the performance. And what I saw from the defense, I was pleasantly surprised about and happy to see that we still have the aggression and the unit as a whole seeming to come together. I'm happy about it. Really love what I saw out of the secondary. I know I was looking forward to seeing Antonio Harris. I'm not sure if I missed him or not. I don't think he got in. But I think he's going to get a lot more snaps and get a lot more time, possibly this next coming game, because this next coming game is going to be tough. So looking forward to this weekend game. Preseason's over officially now, and this JMU game, we're going to have to come Cards strong. So I'm looking forward to it, fellas, and go Cards as usual. Coach Brohm, go ahead.
Yeah,
appreciate the call.
Appreciate it. Appreciate that, Betty Johnson Chad. So, Nick, should we just hang around for a few? How do you want to do this? So that way you're the producer.
Let's just stick here.
Okay, all right. It is 10:59 now, so we'll just keep rolling, and then when Coach Brohm gets up there, we'll obviously whenever he decides he wants to interrupt us.
Comfort level, way too early. Comfort level with Miller Moss.
Pretty dang comfortable. I don't think you're going to see a ton of just bad throws. I'm not even talking about interceptions.
I didn't think he was that fast. I didn't think he was that fast.
And he made that decision quick. I mean, he stepped up and said, nope, it's not here. Let's go. I'm going to take what I can get. And then when he was like, I can get the whole thing. I loved it. I mean, that was a quick decision. I mean, he was comfortable there. He stepped up, said, nope, nothing's here. Let's go. And I mean, and he's one of those quarterbacks though, where that's not the first option. I mean, the little play he had to Kewan Brown where he stepped up and it was like, oh, he can run. And he was like, oh no, there's Kewan Brown. He just dumped it over to him real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, no, he can. Look, you take it. Like you do more than I can.
You know, I really like. I remember like pausing the television and going, I'm so happy that he threw that ball to his playmaker instead of running it himself.
Yeah.
Because like I said, that is the exact opposite of the Jack Plummer yip.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we've had quarterbacks that do that. The guy's wide open, and it's so easy you almost want to walk it to somebody and hand it to him. It's like, no, he was comfortable making a short dump pass to his teammate, confident in a quick decision to get it on out his hand and get it to a playmaker. And truthfully, like he had about the same amount of space between him and the defender, as Kewan Brown had.
Yeah.
So he could have got his yards out of that, but he's like, no, actually, comfortable with the dump.
Absolutely,
that's pretty funny.
Absolutely, and that, again, it's quarterback thinking. It's quarterback thinking. That's being a quarterback.
Kind of pure,
first.
A purer quarterback.
Yeah, I've been born and bred in California to be the quarterback. We look over that so much, but it's like California and Texas, two places you're just born and bred to be. You're a quarterback. It looks like we're pretty close. I see a Twitter video there, so we'll we'll have Coach Brohm. I'm sure he'll have some things to say. It's a quick turnaround. They play Friday night. I'm interested to see because, I mean, they probably had to get right back to practice yesterday, or if they got a day off, maybe it was – I doubt they got a full day off yesterday, and they're probably right back to it. All right, Coach Brohm, we got him right here.
And James Madison that knows how to win. They've done it over the years. They've proven it. They play a good brand of football. They give you a lot of things that you got to deal with, both offensively and defensively. They're well coached, and they got really good players. So I think for us, improving on our mistakes from last week, which were penalties and turnovers, is going to be vital to success, and making sure we get that fixed up. And then, we'll definitely have to play our best and be sound in what we're doing. And they've got a really good quarterback who can run and throw. With a good running back and some weapons on the outside, and they play a good brand of defense as well. So I just think this is it'll be a great test, and it'll be a fun Friday night, and we look forward to playing the game.
When you went back and looked at the tape, what did you get out of that game Saturday? What were you able? What data do you have? What do you feel like you learned, if anything?
I think. It's disappointing to have that many penalties, but to have them in that type of a game is good for us. Quite a few of them are correctable and things we can fix. Probably over half of them were with new players that we had on the team that we just got to teach what is a hold and what's not. And, certain things you got to be physical to a certain extent, and you've got to give in at certain points when you're getting beat or you're losing placement on a defender or someone you're blocking. Fixing the holding calls will be crucial. We had a face mask on special teams. We had something on the sideline. Those things can happen as well. And then I think we just had 3 turnovers that, when you're in a good tight game, if you lose the turnover battle 3-0, you're probably not going to win the game. So I just think those things need to be addressed and worked on this week, and I think that's good. And the fact that a lot of guys got to play was good for the team. But now we're going to, face some very competitive, really good football teams that have already won at a high level and beaten really good opponents throughout the last couple of years. So we'll have to be ready to go.
Jeff, what was your impression after seeing the rest of the league? Not necessarily in how they played, but just did that reinforce what you thought the ACC would be with the marquee wins for Florida State and last night Miami? Did it just reinforce it, or were you surprised by anything?
Well, I've always thought the ACC is very competitive football from top to bottom, and I still think the same thing. You saw Florida State back in the mix again, playing a really good brand of football, and they were well coached and disciplined and sound in what they did. And Miami came ready to play, and they've got a ton of talent and a really good quarterback, and they showed how good they are. So I think it's a lot of really good football teams, and once we get into conference play, you have to be ready to go every week, or you're just not going to win. We had that last year. Yes, we lost a lot of close games, not a lot, but we lost some close games. But we won some close games too that we easily could have lost against opponents in our league. So we're going to have to just improve every week, really be good at all those small things you talk about that get boring to continue to talk about. But you got to be sharp at it, and we've got to make plays and figure out ways to, this week, we'll face a much faster team on offense as far as not only in their talent level, but in the pace they go and the things they do. They'll make you defend the whole field. You'll have to honor the quarterback run, and all the things that he can do, the scramble lanes, and then, like I said, they'll go to no huddle pace that will make you get ready to go fast, and your communication has to be good.
What have you seen so far on film? You talk a little bit about that, but defensively, what have you seen with James Madison and kind of what they like to do?
Well, they got a new defensive coordinator, so you take a little bit of what they've done in the past and now what they've done through game one. I'm sure they didn't run everything. So you got to be ready for all that. I think they have good players. They've had a good scheme over the years. They'll be aggressive in their approach. So I think, we're preparing for a lot, not knowing what we're going to see. But I think we go against a lot with our defense, all spring and summer. So hopefully we'll be ready to go.
Jeff, kind of a random philosophical question, but there were a couple guys during fall camp who talked about how they wanted to transfer, then decided not to. And obviously, there were a couple guys who did enter the portal, but then withdrew. I guess, how do you approach those conversations in terms of allowing that grace to come back, whereas some coaches say once you're in the portal, that's it?
Well, in the end, like I said, for us, this is today's college football. Is people want an opportunity to play and go somewhere and play. And in general, even before that, I'm all for that. Like I want the young players that stay here and want to play and compete. I want to help them get on the field and achieve their goals. And if we don't think that can happen and they want to go somewhere else, we want to help them find a place to do that, because they all work really hard and they're all really put their life's work into trying to achieve their goals on the football field. So we do have grace with certain guys that want to look elsewhere, that maybe think they aren't getting treated fairly, but we still want to keep around. But and we've done that for years. Even before the portal, I've allowed, I don't want to broadcast it, but sometimes quarterbacks they want to play and they're unhappy, and we've sometimes allowed them to look around while they're still here, just to make sure that they're for sure what they want to do, because I do want all of our quarterbacks to play and do well, and hopefully it's here. But if for some reason it's not going the way they want, we do want guys to have success. So it's a touchy slope, but we want to err on doing what's best for all of, all of our players. And I think our guys know that. We have conversations. We're honest with them. We tell them where they stand, what they need to work on, how we envision them getting on the field and when. And obviously those things can be determined by how they work and how they play. But it's important, in my opinion, now with recruits, you paint a picture for them, you explain it to them in detail, and then you work hard to get that done. And as that process goes on, if it's not what it's not going their way, we'll definitely help them look elsewhere if they want to.
Jeff, wanted to ask you about the health. Obviously, Rodney Johnson went down. Wanted to see how he's feeling. Nate Kariski, and I think he had a couple offensive linemen out as well in the opener.
I think Rodney will be back for sure. Nate, had an injury in fall camp. I'm not for sure if he'll be ready to go, which we would like to get him back. And then Trevante probably will not be back yet for this game as well. He was out the last game, our starting tackle on offense.
That was somber.
Seems like Eastern can go a lot of ways. You've seen probably teams come out flat. It didn't appear. It looked like your guys were well prepared, penalties notwithstanding, came out on the attack. There wasn't a whole lot of issues getting plays in, getting called, breaking away when they needed to break away. How encouraging is that? Because those games don't have to go that way.
I think you're correct. For a first game, I thought we did a good job overall. We came ready to play. We made enough plays on offense to score points. We did a good job on defense of getting set and lined up and making tackles and communicating. And that happened throughout the first half for the most part. In the second half, I know what the score is. We're not going to be quite as aggressive. We're going to play a bunch of guys. We're going to, do what I believe is right. So yes, we did see that. Now, like in everything, it was, a good first game to get your feet wet. Now, we've got a lot of really good opponents coming up that are talented and that can win football games against anybody. James Madison beat 2 ACC teams last year, won very handily. So we've got tough football games. So now we've got to be at our best. For the people that got tired after one half, you better get in better shape, because we've got a full 70 to 95 plays that you got to run on each side now, and you've got to be able to go the entire time and go at a high level. So that endurance and intensity has to pick up, and that'll continue throughout the rest of the year. And for sure, we've got to show up Friday and be ready to play for 60 minutes.
Jeff, a lot of the talk in the preseason, we talked about the newcomers on defense, but the two guys right in the middle, Renee made the very first tackle and had a good game, and then Jordan led you in tackles the other day. How big are having those two guys? They've played a lot of football, and they're both big and physical guys in the middle.
As we evaluate our team, without question, the guys that have been here, they show up, and you can count on them. And those are two young men that have been here. They understand what we're doing. the speed of the game, our package, how we practice, what we need to work on, and they definitely made a lot of plays. And but there were some newcomers that stood out as well. Cleve Lubin on the outside, and some others. Jawari Mack at corner. I mean, a lot of guys have stepped in and done a good job. But creating that mix, I think we've got a good plan for it. Obviously, we'll be tested this week, but I think we have some depth at certain positions, and throughout the year, at some point, they're all going to have to play, and you never know how much.
And it is a Friday night, but it's a night game. We haven't had a whole lot of night games lately, and the stadium just seems to have a different energy sometimes at night. How much are you looking forward to just kind of having that and players getting to be a part of that?
Well, I love playing night games. It doesn't bother me to play weekday games as well. I think this stadium has seen a lot of them, a lot of really good ones. Thought the crowd Saturday was great for a first game. They were ready for football and football season, which is a lot of fun to see. Our players respond when they're into it as well, and we're looking forward to a good crowd on Friday night. We'll need the fans to help us and be loud, and that definitely makes an advantage for our team, and we'll have to utilize every component of that we can.
Jeff, you had mentioned after the game that you thought in the second half that the backups and reserves did mostly a pretty good job. Now that you've had a chance to get your first dive into the film, is there anything that kind of stood out to you when going through that first watch, both good and bad?
I think the things I mentioned, we came ready to play. That was good. Some silly mistakes that didn't cost us in this game, but will cost us in close games, have to be fixed. And we normally have not been very penalized. But when you do, it's in a disadvantage. So we got to get that fixed, and turnovers are going to hurt you, especially we kind of gave them 7 points and then threw another interception that they were able to take down about the 10-yard line. So basically gave them another 7 points. So that can't happen against good teams, or you're not going to win. So I just think those small things that even though we did good things, you can't have against good opponents, or you're not going to win. So it's good to see those things come up, and hopefully we can get them fixed for this week.
Jeff, after this week, you've got a bye week. Obviously, can't do anything about it. But what's your opinion about having a bye week so early in the season? You like it? Don't like it? Can it be valuable?
Well, I don't like any bye weeks, actually. I think once we get started, we're ready to go. Can they be beneficial? Sure. Give you a little break, get guys healed, all those things. Go out and recruit a little bit, fix some of the mistakes you've made. I mean, we'll take advantage of it. It used to be you'd have one bye week. For some reason, lately, it seems like we've had two every year. So I don't know if that is because of the calendar or what. But you know what? We got to push forward through this game and try to get a win, and really worry about playing our best football on Friday, and then from there we'll adjust and see how much rest we need, or what are all the things we need to work on. And definitely there are a few guys that are injured that we'd like to get back, and we'll continue to do that. So I just think it's a hodgepodge of a lot of things, and depends on where it falls in the year. For us, no, I don't like them bye weeks very much at all, but I don't like them this early. So I'd like to have a little bit later during the season.
Jeff, quick turnaround, have 6 days as opposed to 7. How much different is the prep when you have one less day to prepare?
It's not a whole lot different. You just got to speed some things up, and the process happens a little faster. So the break, normally we give them a Monday as their day off. We'll be practicing today. So you just got to get ready to go faster. And I think as coaches, you got to kind of stay a little bit longer and make sure you're up to speed. And sometimes some of the stuff will carry over, and you hope that happens. But you got to have a couple new wrinkles in all three elements of your game, and hopefully we'll have those ready to go for Friday.
Obviously, Colin had the touchdown on the punt return, but he had another one that set up good field position. At the very end of the game, Kewan had the long kickoff return. How important are those yards? Obviously, you want to score every time, but if you can't, just the other part of the yards on return game and being aggressive.
Well, it's huge. If we can be good in the return game, it can really help our football team. I think we have some weapons back there to do that. It'll be tested this week to see just how good we really are. It'll definitely make a difference. We had 5 or 6 penalties on special teams, which I don't know if we had that many all last year. So to get that fixed and make sure that doesn't happen will be important. But yes, gaining an advantage on special teams, whether it's block kicks, whether it's changing the field position, whether it's scoring a touchdown, can definitely help you win games. And, those elements we've got to, whatever our strengths are on special teams, we've got to utilize that moving forward.
Jeff, how do you kind of balance seeing what you need to see from your offense and plays and also kind of wanting to save and not necessarily put something on tape for later down, especially once ACC play starts?
Both those things happen without question, but being efficient, scoring points is the most important thing. But yes, I mean, we felt like we knew what we needed to do. That was going to be the plan as we proceed forward. All the bullets got to be ready to go, and we feel like we have weapons on offense. Making sure they get their touches is really as important as what you call. And I think we just have certain weapons that we need to make sure they touch the ball. And if you do that and let them do their thing, that can help you win. And that sometimes gets overlooked when you're trying to scheme up things and do this and that in order to win. But, certain players need to get their touches. Doesn't matter, who the coach is. We've got to be smart and make sure that happens. And that's what we kind of try to balance, is making sure what plays do we really think the ball will go a certain place. And if they're not touching it early, how can we kind of get them in the mix? But every game's different. And we tell them all the time, there's one ball and there's multiple receivers and running backs. So normally only one can touch it other than the quarterback play. So you got to be patient, continue to do your job. You don't know when your number is going to be called. That's the game of football. That's why it's a team sport. Thank you.
That was Coach Jeff Brohm. A lot to get to there. Actually, he was fairly candid with a lot of that stuff. Look, is it sad, Marcus? The first thing I pulled out of there was like, man. I mean, he just straight up was like, yeah, so if you're tired after half one, I hope you're listening, player A, B, and C. You better get untired.
If you were tapping your helmet.
One half of football, jackass. I mean, that's what he sounded like. It was like, all right, coach, dang.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah. All right, man. We feel you.
I tell you what, we probably got to get Nikki a good.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go ahead. We'll take a quick break. We'll get ready and come back, and we'll kind of go through some of the goings-ons of the week and stuff like that. So
continue it on 93.9 The Ville.
Visit the 1020 Brewery in Butchertown and see why game days and nights are better at 1020. Watch your favorite college football games, including Louisville and Kentucky, along with Sunday and Monday night NFL games. 1020 is the perfect place to pregame for Lou City FC. Enjoy 1020 light beer brewed right here in Louisville for flavor and drinkability and served fresh to you. 1020 also has top shelf liquors, wine, and great food. Game days and nights are better at 1020. 1020 Brewery. Come visit us.
All right, time to discuss the book, ladies. Honestly, Sarah, I didn't read it, but I did switch to T-Mobile with their new Family Freedom offer. That's not really the point of the club. Well, I'm closing the book on AT&T, and I am starting a new chapter with T-Mobile. They paid off my family's 4 phones up to $3,200 and gave us 4 new phones on the house. Oh, plot twist.
Introducing Family Freedom, our lowest cost to switch, our biggest family savings, all on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/familyfreedom to start saving today. Up to $800 per line via virtual prepaid card. Typically takes 15 days. Free phones via 24 monthly bill credits with finance agreement. Example, Apple iPhone 16, 128 gigs, $829.99. Eligible trade-in. Example, iPhone 11 Pro. For well-qualified, credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us.
Craving something fresh from the oven without all the junk? Hi, this is Eliza and Zach with Feel Good Sourdough. We bake small batch goodness that's big on flavor without artificial colors, dyes, flavors, or preservatives.
From our spicy jalapeno focaccia to gooey cinnamon roll monkey bread, every bite can be made gluten and allergy friendly and made to match your dietary needs. No allergens? No problem. Just real Feel Good ingredients. Feel good about what you eat.
Feel Good Sourdough, your neighborhood micro bakery with heart. Order now, feelgoodsourdough.com. Local, honest, delicious.
Week 1 starts now, and every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook. New customers, this one's for you. Bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THEVILLE. That's code THEVILLE to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 plus, Kentucky only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
Kibbles and Bits. Crunchy kibbles and meaty bits. And now we've tripled down on delicious with Kibbles and Bits triple steak flavor. It's high protein and a whole lot of yum. Complete nutrition and complete joy. Only at Walmart.
Kibbles and Bits. Bits and Bits.
With an unlimited wash plan from Mike's Car Wash, you can wash any day of the week. Like Monday on your way to work. Or Friday when you're heading to the golf course. Unlimited wash plans from Mike's Car Wash. 40 locations are open daily at 7 a.m.
If you're a true sports fan, you're always searching for that home field advantage. And speaking of homes, I have the perfect realtor that can meet all of your needs. The name you should know, Derek A. Stewart. Derek A. Stewart brings experience and expertise to all of your home buying and selling needs. Derek is also familiar with any and every type of property and location you could be interested in. And the best part is, your home field advantage is only a telephone call away. So do yourself a favor and call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Sports fans, touchdown at Boom Bars. Enjoy gourmet pizzas, handcrafted cocktails, and the best game day atmosphere in town. Boom Bars in the Highlands, Westport Village, J-Town, Jeffersonville, and E-Town.
Compass Media Networks, your new home for NCAA football. If it's college football, it's right here.
We are ESPN Louisville. Download the ESPN Louisville app today. Delivered by UPS Jobs Kentucky.
This September, the YMCA is the place to be. Now through September 22nd, pay no join fee and enjoy our state-of-the-art wellness center and group fitness.
I fell asleep. Man, at 3 o'clock mid-game, it threw me all off. We were supposed to do it on the other night. By the time I got going, it was too late. And then I normally don't do Sunday nights, and I was thinking about it. Then I start working on the video so I can upload to YouTube. I just got off schedule. Yeah, we're definitely having shows. Let me ask you something, Red State. Can you not hear the commercial? Did that work? Turning down the...
Ready to launch your career with UPS?
Can you not hear it now? Can y'all hear the radio station? Or did I get it all the way off? Okay, the radio turned all the way off.
Apply today at upsjobs.com/world
Okay.
report. Launch your career with
Okay,
us
I
today
was
at
wondering.
upsjobs.com.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the most outstanding player award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back, thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work...
Wait for the veil, yeah, we build different. L's up high, keep 'em raised to the ceiling. Made for the veil.
Focus and determination to to Freedom Mini Dental Implants. Using innovative dental implants, she's helping patients win back their confidence with less pain, less cost, and less healing time. From single tooth replacements to implant-supported dentures, Dr. Ackerman makes every smile a victory. Schedule your free consultation at freedomimplants.com. Freedom Mini Dental Implants. Get the freedom to smile.
Okay, there we go. For every home, building, business, or municipality that all rely on the movement these pumps provide. People, the moment you need a water or sewage pump, you should be thinking Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like our first responders or essential personnel. Over 36 years of experience. Best service, fairest possible price, and it's right over in Jeffersonville, Indiana. People, go see Harold. Or go see Mark. They'll find out exactly what you need. Utilities, sump, affluent, grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call, 812-725-9217. Or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Are you ready for this, Marcus?
I'm listening.
Lock in. Nick Valvano, lock in. Are you ready? We got to get them going again. I got to get mid-season form.
I'm listening.
Because game on. Week 1 starts now. And every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. This isn't just football. It's a first touchdown fireworks. Anytime a touchdown rushes and live bets that ride every momentum shift. How about that, Marcus?
It's a very wordy.
At DraftKings, every play is your next shot to win. Okay? New customers, this one's for you. Bet just $5 and you're going to get a $300 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. How about that? So your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code THEVILLE. That's code THEVILLE. You're going to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more, plus over $200 off an NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. That's actually really good deal. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 or older. Kentucky only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
Speaking of gambling, Nikki, do you have my money line Maven?
I need one more.
Did that hit?
You're supposed to
asking you.
be ready.
Oh, I'm supposed to keep track of that. Okay, my bad.
Oh, well, no, God, I'm sorry. You're the producer.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I was supposed to keep track of it. Let's see what we got.
So sorry.
I'm pulling up my DraftKings because we finally, it took us forever, but we finally got it in there.
Us.
We. It was all our issue.
Okay.
We.
It's gonna take me a second.
Jesus.
I didn't know I was doing that. I'm sorry. I didn't know you wanted me to update.
Yeah,
you
man.
on it.
Yeah, I didn't mean for you to.
Just you know what? Forget it. Just forget it. Listen.
No, I'm sorry.
Alabama blew it. Alabama blew it.
Was that the only one?
That's the only one.
Through. Yeah.
Did Mississippi State win?
Against Ole Miss. Against Southern Miss.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me.
I don't know.
I'm pulling it up. Mississippi State football. They did win over Southern Miss 34-7.
Okay.
Of course
So
they
it
did.
was just Bama.
That was it. Just Bama.
Just Bama screwed it up for us.
So do you have all the games listed, Nikki?
Do I have all the games listed?
Yes.
Well, let me give Nick another 25 minutes to find the games. Really quick, I hit a nice little lick on Saturday, a little 2-game parlay, which I said I was going to do last week. I didn't have Florida State winning, but I had Florida State covering 14.5. I was like, look, Florida State gets Jalen Lucas back. They've got Deuce Robinson. They got Squirrel White from Tennessee. Thomas Castellanos is good. I mean, and if he's
not according to Andy Staples, but
if he's rolling, then who knows? Well, neither's Miller Moss, so take your pick. I was like, I think they're going to cover that game, and then they looked good and won outright. And then I had LSU winning outright. I was like, I watched Clemson last year. Like, they're not the fourth ranked team.
They were just getting that off season.
Yeah.
Clemson can't lose 2 years in a row. It's like, what are you doing?
You're literally ranking them number 4. For what? For what?
And every year it's getting more and more noticeably ridiculous that you're just going on name.
Yeah, it's like LSU's going to win that game. Now, wasn't all great because let me say this. I thought Miami would take a pretty good step back. They look pretty good. I may be wrong on that one.
Their commitment to, their run game is better than I thought they would be. The passing game, I think, is one-dimensional.
I agree with that, but they are lethal off the edge. Ruben Bain, that other kid, number 3. I'm not even sure who he is. I was like, God. I mean,
I needed Miami to win that game. I needed the ACC.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I thought the ACC had a good weekend. I mean, look, Georgia Tech wins. They don't look great, but Georgia Tech wins. You have Miami wins. I mean, Clemson, LSU. It was a touchdown game, whatever. And I mean, Virginia Tech looks whatever. I mean, I don't think South Carolina looked. I mean, South Carolina was ranked like 13th. It was 24-11. I mean, maybe Virginia Tech's good. Maybe South Carolina's not as good. I don't know. Like the jury watching that game, neither team blew me away. So I was like, we'll just kind of have to see how the season goes. If that was like a battle between two solid teams.
Yeah,
or if
middle tier.
we're good. Right. I need to see more from them. I mean, but overall, I mean, I thought it was a pretty good weekend. I mean, Louisville looked really good.
So what you got, Nick?
Especially at the top. Florida State. He quit.
Dude, I mean, I don't remember what we had. I tried to pull it up. It didn't save the I didn't make the bet. And so it's not in my my bet slip.
Okay, I'll try to do it off memory. This is a loss.
I had
cause.
Arizona over Hawaii.
Next week.
I had Washington over.
You've lost talking privileges, Nick.
I'm sorry. I thought I had it saved. I am sorry.
Silence. Arizona won. Washington won.
Toledo lost. I can't remember if we took Toledo or
No, he took Kentucky.
You did
we
take
both,
it,
yeah,
right.
because we both said you take Kentucky in that one. Like Toledo is not like this amazing team. And everybody's betting Toledo. James Madison won 45-10. By the way,
You said who?
Let's see. You had James Madison. You had IU.
IU over ODU.
Yeah, that was 4. You had Purdue, right? Or did you have?
I had Purdue. Yes.
Okay, that's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you have Tennessee?
I had Remember, I was scared of that game. Tennessee Syracuse. I was scared of that one.
That's right. You're 100% right on that.
I'm looking.
We know Bama, so I'll count that as 6 because you did take Bama.
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State over Southern Miss.
Yeah. That's 7.
Hold on.
There's 3 more we got to find here. Man, maybe it really was Bama.
Did
Bama might have been the only one you lost.
I think I almost hit a 10-team parlay and Bama smoked me.
I'm starting to think. I mean, there's 3 more games, but
Oh, Washington over Colorado State.
Yeah, Washington won 38-21.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Was it only Bama?
I don't know. I can't remember those last
I can't
couple.
remember. I'll tweet it next week so we have it.
It's only Bama.
I absolutely cannot remember those last couple.
It was only Bama. It was only Bama, Steve.
It might have been, man. You might be right. You might be right. I cannot, for the life of me, I cannot remember.
Oh, Air Force.
Okay, you had Air Force.
No,
they won.
Yep. I had Air Force.
Yeah, we're just gonna say it was only Bama.
Did I have Wisconsin over Miami of Ohio?
I don't know.
No, I'm almost. I don't think so because I feel like
Michigan State over Western Michigan.
I think you did have Michigan State.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I think you did have Michigan.
Yep.
Yeah, it was Bama. Yeah, Bama lost.
It was only Bama.
Somebody said Louisiana lost. Oh, you did have the Raging Cajuns.
I had the Raging Cajuns.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, you did, and they lost. Rice beat them 14-12. So the Louisiana and Bama were the two. That makes you feel a little better.
Yeah.
Still, hey, first week of Moneyline Maven, 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Moneyline Maven.
Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't win you dog piss, but hey, you still 8 out of 10 out of 10.
You see what I'm saying? You see what Steve just did? Instead of thinking about positive momentum, thanks a lot, DraftKings. You turn him into an animal.
Texter says Miller Moss lacks arm strength and is consistently inaccurate.
Not true.
He's closer to Plummer than Shuck. I'm concerned. I said what I said. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Let's see. Indiana. Oh, yeah. Okay. Somebody was doing that. I blame our two scores on our offense.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
And both of them were, I mean, 2 picks. One was a pick 6. One was a pick right in the, right in the red zone, basically. I mean, so, yeah, no, that's fair.
Oh, okay. Well, we is there any kind of defensive conversation?
Yeah, there's a ton of it. Like really, outside of Miller Moss, that was probably my number one takeaway walking away from the weekend was, hey,
Clef,
at least in our, that's he's part of it, but at least in our starters, I'll see some more depth as the year goes on, right? And kind of can tell a little more. But at least in our starters, and when I'm saying starters, I kind of mean 2 deep, you know.
Yeah, the
pretty
first
dang good.
rotations, yeah.
We're pretty dang good. And we were getting, again, it's an FCS team, but we dominated them up front. And I'm talking about the first half. We dominated them up front, and that's what you should do. I mean, you remember watching last year even, and you were like, man, some of these teams, Austin Peay kind of had the quarterback could run. Jacksonville State was running on us. It's like, ooh.
Just enough to make you uncomfortable. They got the one quarterback draw that was like, oh, God.
Uh-huh. But that's where the hits. I mean, we closed pretty quick, man. I mean, we hit 2. Our secondary
Twice.
was bringing the thunder,
there was 2 from our safety. I was like, ooh. Like he sacrificed his body on that one.
I know, man. I was really, really pleased with our defense. And listen, I watched some of that JMU game. They're going to be tested this week.
Mm-hmm.
Like that quarterback can play, man. Like they can really play. I mean,
Coach Brohm said they beat 2 ACC schools last year.
Yeah, well, I mean, God, the North Carolina game, they put up 70.
Yeah, that's to me, that's the only game they've played in the last 2 years.
I know, I'm just like, you watch it when it's a team like that, you're watching them at their best. I want to see them at their best. What are they? And man, they
dangerous.
They are. I mean, they are. So, it's a game we should win. We're favored by 14.5. But it's one that you're really going to have to, you get that pick 6 on Saturday. You're like, come on, guys. You can't. I mean, Coach Brohm said it, the 8. You can't lose. Because, I mean, if we're going to a negative
3-0, you can't lose the turnover battle. 0-3.
Can't do that. I mean, even though one was a fluky play and one was from the backup, it's still you can't. That's not something. And penalties. I mean, you clean it up, man. Clean it up. It was
that Chris Bell.
Officials.
Chris Bell was disrespectful to Louisville.
That was unreal. If you get belly to back suplexed, and you get up and all he did, people were mad at Chris Bell. I'm like, kudos to Chris Bell. Last year, Chris Bell would have knocked his teeth out. Can you imagine Chris Bell getting belly to back suplex last year? He would have got up and killed that guy. Like,
yeah, that was an overreactive official.
He flicked the football at the guy.
Well,
yeah.
They called it the bump. They called the bump.
Okay, see, I didn't even know that. That's even worse.
Yep, no, it's terrible.
Even worse.
So, he jumped
on.
up straight and didn't veer out of his path. Bump, kind of bump dude.
Yeah.
And ran straight back. That was a trigger finger official.
Yes. And that one right there was like, I'm not counting that.
Actually, Steve, just to clean my plate on that one.
Sure.
That Chris Bell that's the big, strong Chris Bell coming up from that ground, and it's like, whoa. Let me get ready, because that's a big dude. And he did the suplex on the sideline. That was how physically imposing Chris Bell is, had that referee with that quick trigger.
Yeah.
Just how fast and how big he jumped, how quick he got up. Just like, that had to hurt anybody around him.
Sure.
Which is unacceptable, whatever, but blah, blah.
No, you're not wrong, man.
If I'm Coach Brohm, I'm like, good. Give me some teachable moments. Give me a whole bunch of teachable.
Yeah, of course, Coach can use that.
Did he shut it down a bit early because it's a short week?
I think so. They shut down a little early for me, but that's me.
And we're saying shut down, air quote. He expects his backups to be able to come in there and perform, though, better than what they performed.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sure of that.
Yes. Yeah. No. And again, that may have been why he shut it down early.
Text line.
That may have been.
What are they saying about it?
I just think that. Well, I'll have to look really quick. Real quick on that though. My only thing was, okay, for instance, when there was a lot of good energy in there.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I was hoping that they would have come out and win a series or two, right?
Reward the fans for showing up.
It did feel like once you come back for the second half, the crowd stayed. And then it was like Brady Allen come out. Now, I'm not questioning Coach Brohm's decision. I'm not in practice. I don't know what he needs to do there. I'm totally fine with that, right? So I want to make that clear. But it did seem like once you seen Brady Allen come out, the drive kind of stalled. Like a lot of fans, it was like, all right, well, good day.
Good.
Not mad, but it was like, okay. They kind of did the fourth quarter blowout leave in the mid third quarter. It was like, all right, well, we can get on out of here, man. It was good, and I was like, I would have liked to have got to see a little more.
Listen, I said it be going into the game. You get them in the locker room, get them through the routine of the locker room, then get them into the early of the third, then get them off the field. Like I said, I would have liked to see a good drive in the third.
Elisha's on with us, and me and him were chatting, so I do want to open up the microphone. Don't worry about that phone, man. You're good. Because I want to hear from you. We're coming up on the end, and I want to hear from you too, because we were chatting during the breaks. Me and him were about just everything that we got to see, and I wanted to make sure since he's on the board with it. Look, now everybody's calling. Poor guy. Look, he's trying to give. Look, Elisha's trying to give takes, and now you guys are calling in, and you're just ruining
costing his shot.
It's everything, man. Look, this is his chance, and now he's just trying to get. It's all right, man. Don't worry about the phone. Yeah.
But overall, I liked what I saw today.
Mm-hmm.
From both sides of the ball, defense and offense.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Miller Moss, arguably, this is my overreacting take, is one of the best quarterbacks that Brohm has received.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you this for the following reasons.
Mm-hmm.
One, he's more dynamic than Shuck. Shuck was close.
Mm.
I do believe Shuck has him in athleticism a little bit.
Okay.
But in terms of getting both sides of the ball going, from what I saw, just going off the first game, Miller Moss had it because we were able to be threatening enough on offense to the point where Isaac Brown could just run them down.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, it's pick your poison.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, and I think that's a big part of it.
Steve, was Elisha, was he holding a microphone?
He was. Nick left him with like the volume down and stuff. So God bless his heart. He's like Elisha.
You better learn everything really fast.
Nick is sabotaging Elisha. He's nervous how much I like Elisha, and even when he's not here, how much I'm telling Diener, I'm like, dude, this dude's good. Like, this dude's really good. And I think Nick is scared to death that we're gonna try to bring him on as our full-time producer.
Make him teach you the volume buttons. Make him teach you how to get the phones and get the break.
Genuinely, I'm looking at the board right now, and I'm used to running a board before too. By the way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is too old for me.
Yeah, see, we do have. It's just old. I don't know. Which, by the way, how bad did Elisha piss us off in the break? So here, listen to this, Marcus. You used to go to U of L, so you know. So he's like, I mean, dude, we're only getting a B-dubs to go. Like, and me and James and Nick were like, bro, we had Chick-fil-A or Papa John's. Period. That's it. That's all you had, dude. You ate one of those two. End of story. And look, this young punk is over here going, I mean, all we're getting is B-dubs to go. I don't even, that's right next to my brand new Mexican restaurant, next to my McDonald's.
Wendy's is gone. They replaced it with a Subway.
Listen, dude, I'm like, spoiled brat. You look spoiled.
It could have given us some McAllisters. We all could have been eating good.
Hey, dude, look, now you're talking my language. I like a big Spud Max. You know what I'm saying?
We got Subway. We need time for a third big one to appear. I was hoping for McAllisters.
Listen, he could go to Mount Fuji down the road. He can go to Jimmy John's. He can
unlimited options.
Like the pizza place, the brick oven. Marcus, you haven't even got to see the new brick oven pizza place that's next to us. It's amazing,
dude.
Yeah,
the chicken tikka masala pizza is the truth.
Oh, yeah. You go in there, Marcus. They make this pizza up. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So yeah, we were killing him over there, James.
Well,
and it was funny how quick. Well, I'm with you there, but James snapped at him like, man, we only had Chick-fil-A and Papa John's.
What are you talking about?
It was like, dude, I feel you, man. Like over here complaining about that.
Okay, Monday reaction, final takes.
Yeah, I was at the game.
Yep.
I'm very hopeful for our season this year.
Okay.
I predict if everything goes well,
10-2. Yeah, I think so. You're laughing for James.
That's not a joke.
Negative energy out of here.
I think we sincerely have 10-2 in the bag if our team continues to execute this.
James you take that U of L hoodie off. You're gonna laugh.
10-2.
Oh, James must have been listening on delay.
It's awesome. No, listen, and that's kind of my takeaway, Marcus. What Elisha said. I mean, he was there. He's a student. He's a fan. And I think that's what people left with was, hey, if I am on the high side or the low side, I'm leaving going, okay, one game in, I'm taking my high side, right? Like I'm taking the high side of my prediction. If I say 9-3 is even kill, because which I mean that's kind of
I know that's
but you know what I'm
incredible
saying.
Season.
And if I'm gonna say, well, 8-4, I feel this way, or 10-2, I think you left that game go. No, I have reason to believe for 10-2. Like I'm not scared. I'm not scared of 10-2. So no, I totally believe that that's kind of where people left. So I'm excited, man. Yes, I do. I have a big shout out. One, I want to make sure we give right now to my friends over at Tri-State Men's Health. Get over there and check them out. TriStateMen'sHealth.com. You're going to go on there. You're going to take their low T quiz. It's 10 questions, 2 minutes, yes or no answers. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that. You're going to learn something about yourself. And then you're going to go to one of their great locations in Louisville, in Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, Columbus. Listen, you were out there Saturday. I know. And I'm talking to you. You know who you are. And you said, 3 o'clock game, man. I'm kind of tired, man. We did all this. I'm like, I'm here. And the next thing you know, I'm putting up the tailgate. Now I'm exhausted. I'm just going to leave during the third quarter. I'm going to leave at halftime. I'm going to go home and just chill. That was you. And you know who you are, okay? You're the guy I'm talking to. Get over to Tri-State Men's Health, man. Listen, it could be as simple as a low testosterone issue. Could be that you need an amino blend, a little bit of energy, man. Whatever it is, they can tell you that, okay? It's going to make you feel better than you've been feeling in a long, long time. And look, by the end of the season, you'll be like, look, I'm tailgating, boy. I can start tailgating in the morning and get ready for a night game. Don't mess with me. So that could be you. So get over there, check them out. Tri-State Men's Health. Let them know you heard about them right here on 93.9 The Ville.
All right, hit it, Elijah.
No, don't you blame Elisha for that. Don't you blame Elisha for that.
Good job, Nick.
There's another person.
I thought it was fitting, my bad.
No, there's another person in here right now. And he's the backbone of this station. But Elisha, they're coming for you. Like, I don't know what you've done, but between Nick, James, everybody, they're coming for you, man.
93.9 The Ville.
See you, Marcus.
Later. Appreciate you.